In this lecture, we're going to tidy up our code in our movement class so it's a little bit more readable. So let's dive straight into that. I want to show you something else. If you mouse over, in pretty much all editors, mouse over, you'll see next to methods, a little arrow or a plus or minus or something where you can collapse it so that you can see things more easily on the screen. So I'm going to collapse it for the moment in this lecture for the things that I'm not looking at and don't need to touch so that it doesn't get in the way and we can get just to what we're looking at. And then I'll re-expand them again because I know folks, when they're watching lectures, they want to know, wait, what exactly has he got in the start method? So I don't want to go and hide them because then you can't see them on my screen. But for the moment, I'm going to hide those things that I can just to get them out of the way a little bit. Okay, process thrust is looking big and messy. If we're thrusting, then do all this stuff. So what I'm going to do is highlight within our if thrust is pressed. You can see we're adding force, we're doing audio, we're doing particles. We might do other things in there as well. I'm going to find everything within these curly braces, within our if statement curly braces, from RB all the way down to that final curly brace. I'm going to click on the little light bulb here, and I'm going to find the extract method, or you can do control period or control full stop, and it will give us this new method. I'm going to double click on that. F2, we'll call this what? Well, if you're thrusting, then we want to do all the start thrusting stuff, I guess. So we'll change this to start thrusting, and that will change the name there. And also it's gone and put, we've done this before, the extract method has gone and put all of the content just down below. So now when I'm looking at what happens when I'm thrusting, when I'm pushing this thrust command, oh, I start thrusting. Wait a minute, what's in start thrusting? Then I can see what's in there, and it just makes the flow more readable. I believe so anyway. You don't have to do this to make your code work, but as you get more and more and more things in start thrusting, or we add score, or we minus this, or we take fuel down, you want to have things compartmentalized so that you can see little modules at a time and you're not trying to wade through everything at once. So I want you to finish this little challenge here of practicing refactoring, tidying up our code. Use the extract method approach that we just did. Refactor process thrust and process rotation, anything else that you can find in this script to make them read as clearly as possible. There's your challenge, and if you don't do it exactly the way I'm doing it, and if you don't name things exactly the way I'm naming it, it's not a problem. This is your code. You want to own it. You want to be proud of it. So take on that challenge. I'll see you back here when you're done. Let's continue with our process thrust, and I've got my start thrusting, otherwise or else in here I want to stop thrusting, don't I? So I'll highlight my two lines, click the little light bulb. Actually, I hit control and period this time around, control full stop, extract method, double click, and F2, we'll call this stop thrusting. Seems like a pretty clever thing to call that, stop thrusting. And that's all done. What I'll do as well is I really like to have things in the same order they are in my method. So in my method of process thrust, I've got start thrusting and then stop thrusting, and I'd expect them to be in that order underneath. Again, you don't have to do this, but I'm just going to find my start thrusting, highlight, control X, and then put that just above the stop thrusting. So now it's in the same order that it appears in my process thrust method. Start thrusting is first and stop thrusting is second. Clean up my spaces. Now in process rotation, what are we doing here? Well, we've got our float. That needs to be there. That doesn't need to be grouped anywhere else. If we're pushing to the right, okay, well then all of this push to the right stuff, so from that curly brace to that curly brace underneath the if, or in line with the if, we can do our control period, extract method, F2, rotate right, enter. And then with our else if, from apply rotation all the way down to our last curly brace here, I'm going to control period, extract method, F2, and rotate left. And then under our else, it makes sense in here for us to extract the method and call this one, F2, call this stop rotating. Stop rotation or stop rotating? I think stop rotating. That makes sense. There we go. And once again, I'll order these in the order that they appear in the method above. So highlight all of the rotate right, cut that and pop it up as the first one here because, yeah, it went right, left. Doesn't like it when it's not there. Now it's back. Does it like it again? Yes, it does. Rotate right and then rotate left, highlight. See if I can just drag it. Whoop, I can, but it goes really fast. So I'm dragging at the moment, similar to do that. There's a game unto itself. Realign your code by dragging it. I didn't like that at all. It put stuff in a weird spot. Okay, and then stop rotating is the last one. What else have we got down here? Apply rotation. Yep, that's good. That's just part of one of our other methods. So I could just collapse all this, collapse all this, collapse all this, collapse all this, doop-a-doop-a-doop. Just very quickly collapse it all to show you at a glance. Okay, it took a while. When I'm looking in here, okay, I've got start, great, on enable, fixed update. What I'm looking for is that line to be in the right spot. What I'm looking for is, oh yeah, rotate right. There it is. So that's one way of tidying up your code a little bit. Like I said before, I'm just going to expand all these out so that anyone who's watching can see that they're all expanded, so they're not wondering what's actually in my code. And as any time we do refactoring, make sure you go back in and play your game, because if you've broken it, you need to be doing a whole bunch of Control Zs to make sure that you know how to get it back again. Works and smashy smashy, boom. That looks like it works as well. Oh, actually, just very quickly, next scene. Got it. Works. Excellent, good stuff. There we go. I will see you in the next lecture.